5 minutes. You know, the blade up is shaky, but the fan itself doesn't shake that much. We're going to off for a quick spin down, just because we like to do that. A little bit of washer noise. Huh. Okay, well. You can hear that. I can hear it for sure. So it needs to be oiled, whatever. There's a little, this is interesting. There's a little price tag sticker thing ended up down on the motor there. Interesting. Anyway, let's go to low. It'll be low. Almost silent. Really needs a knob. It's difficult to actuate that with just your bare fingers. You don't have a lot of leverage. Another update. This is definitely not the right knob for this. We knew that. It was pretty obvious. So maybe if we find, I've been looking on eBay for a vintage retro-looking knob that would fit, and if we find one for cheap, then we'll put that knob on this for now. 'Cause it's pretty hard to switch gears here. Yeah, so there it is. It's doing nice out here in the garage because it's hot out. There you go, Lasko. 1982 or so? Who knows? I don't really know. Late 70s, early 80s. Early 80s, I think, for these. Also, I just had to take this, the grill off this because the blade hub is so close to where the grill sits. It's incredible. And then if we look here, we've got a little dust and stuff, but I don't really know how you'd get this off of here. I don't know if there's a key or what. What do you guys know? How do you get the blades off of these things? It'll be interesting to try and figure that out. I don't know what these are. Just rivets. It's a very interesting looking blade hub. Very interesting. And here, if we can see, these are the paddles, and you can see they go all the way down inside. And these are obviously to cool the motor. Now this blade has a dent in it right here, and we have it's hard to see, but we have a pretty badly broken slat. It's pushed out, and that all might have happened at the same time. This one doesn't look as bad, and then this one also. Okay, so it looks like this is where it made contact, and these blades are a little out of alignment. Anyway, you could see it when it was running at speed. So I'm going to run this for a little bit. I don't have any oil with me to put in this. It's got oil ports right here. So that'll be a start on that. I'm going to put the grill back on. And eventually we'll clean this out so that it's a little more presentable. And just get any dust off of it as much as we can. It'll be interesting. Let me know, how do you get the blades off of this? What the heck's going on there? Strange. All right, let me know. All right, got a little of the dust out of there, but still doesn't hold any answers unless the blades on the outside here, maybe there's 3 screws, maybe these are just covers, and this is screwed on to this, which is actually the blade hub, and then theoretically there might be a set screw down underneath. But you'd have to pry these 3 off. Here's a little back and forth play, no up and down play. So, what do you know about these? You got any idea? Interesting, very interesting. I'm going to try to look inside. I won't be able to do that on camera. And see if we can see a set screw on the inside. That would indicate that maybe the thing is we have to pry these guys off and there are maybe screws underneath. Maybe. Alright, this time I don't see any way to get the blades off of this. These are not screws. From the other side you can see, I can't show you because I can't use the light and film at the same time. But it seems that these paddles are riveted in through this side. That's what these are for the paddles. But it doesn't, there's no screws here. I don't see any kind of a set screw on the inside. I don't see how any way that you would get this blade set off of this fan. So we're gonna have to go under the assumption that all we can do really with this is clean it up and oil it and hope for the best. The old guy we got it from loved this thing and seemed to think it was going to last forever. He said don't take it apart. Well, it turns out maybe you can't. I don't really know how you get that off. It looks like there's maybe a clip. You can see there's these little lips in there, but that could just be how it's put together. It doesn't. How would that hold on to the shaft? Maybe it's pressed on there. Maybe it's a pressed fit. Who knows, man? I don't know. I don't see a flat spot either, you know? So what do you do? How do you do this? Is it threaded on? Jesus. Let us know, guys. Let me know. And I'm going to clean it out a little bit. All right, as you can see, I just did a little light dust cleaning on the bottom section here. And we did, in fact, find a signal sticker. Model number RS20. 110 to 120, 60 cycles, 3.2 amps. F56, Signal Electronics Division, King Sealy Corporation, Kennemini, Michigan. UL rated. And it looks like that's been purposely, it probably was down here or in the back. I think they would have been back there. And it looks like the guy made sure that stayed with the fan, reattached that. This guy really did care for this thing pretty well. It's got some paint on it. No clue still how to remove this blade hub. I don't think that's going to be possible. But that's okay. I'm not that worried about it. Not like I'm going to use it 100 times a day anyway. But it sure is a nice nice old machine, so we'll try to take good care of her. I'm going to continue cleaning a little bit. And that's all. So thanks for watching. If you have any idea how these come off of here, let me know. I'm probably too scared to actually try, but at least if I knew how, we could go from there. All right, doing a little video on this, and boy, that's a pretty big gouge in this blade. Not sure what could have caused that. It's possible that this front grill, this was actually the front grill, and the other one was on the back, and whatever did that also did this. Interesting. Just cleaning off the blades a little bit, got the front of the Venturi cleaned out. Back to gray, so it looks pretty good. So we're going to keep going. All right, here's a little bit of the results of cleaning a little bit. Not too much rust in the front. There is some rust in the back there. I didn't really clean the back of the blades, but I dusted off the front. Just used a little liquid cleaner and some paper towels. And as promised by the old gentleman, a lot of sheetrock type dust. Still more to clean, but it's way more presentable when you turn it around.